today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sims. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now Sims. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Sims. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
38, the ball.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll look to throw here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 7 catches, 78 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Aftershocks.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Aftershocks 3.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they run with Sims. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
38, the ball carrier.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Sims.
Number 38, the ball carrier. Taron Johnson brought him down.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
First down and 10. At their own.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Aftershocks 3.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
his first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Number 30.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down after shot.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now hang on, Fitzgerald shaken up apparently. Remaining down on the ground. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week really. We'll be right back.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And they give this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
2nd and 6.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Deion Jones coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide. They want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
4-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
another Texans.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. On the move, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Houston set to take over. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. They'll look to throw here. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Rolling to his right. He'll run it. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Fumble on the play.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Texans 7.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is a 4-point game as they've gone to the locker rooms for halftime. The Ravens trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 20-3, the final. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. 35-23 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's second and inches.
Second down and inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Right back to him on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Aftershocks.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This duo locked in 14 yards there and a first down. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
And makes the score Aftershocks 21.
So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the draw, this is Sims. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
On the carry.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down after
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're running just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 12-yard line.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
The 13-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 9 now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
the quarterback taken down and sacked.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Tate's got it.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Complete to number
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
The pass. Complete to number 38. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
To number 85. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's...
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Number 36.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yards.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Derek Brown, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good.
Field goal is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
24, Texans 7.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And now back out comes the offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Going right side here, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down. A dump off to Sims. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for only a couple. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Sets up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught inside the 15. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletion.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. 3 yards to gain there, second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it's going to be 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long from Houston.